Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rashawn427. Today, I actually doing another Dirty pay-per-view review. And this is actually on a pay-per-view that actually just took place today, which is Crown Jewel 2023 from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which took place November 4th, 2023. It took place actually in the afternoon. And I will say that this is a really, really good show. That it continues their streak of good pay-per-views that they've been doing since about SummerSlam. I believe like 2022 have been all good pay-per-views. And this is a really, really good one as well. Probably not as good as like ones they did this year. Probably not top 5 or anything, but this is definitely still a really, really good show. And actually started out, first match I actually want to talk about is actually what kicked off the show, which I'm tired of them kicking off the show with the World Heavyweight Championship, but the World Heavyweight Championship actually kicks off the show, and this is Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Now, coming into this match, you know, Seth Rollins is doing a whole heel turn. Drew McIntyre is doing a whole heel turn thing. He's slowly but surely turning heel, and he's moving forward to becoming a heel. And I feel like him taking this loss, this match does help him become a heel. But I would have liked him win this match, but I mean, realistically, Seth ain't losing until WrestleMania. But this is a really, really good match. I really enjoyed all the spots they did in this match. Like when Seth Rollins did the moonsault, they jumped over and ran over and did another moonsault on like the ropes in the middle. So that was really cool. He never really did that. Then you had the Phoenix Splash turn into a Claymore kick. So that was really awesome right there. That was another really, really cool spot. And of course you had the Judgment Day remnants because Seth Rollins actually won this match, pedigree and a stomp, which I thought it would be more true. I thought the Judgment Day would actually interfere inside this match or like cause a DQ or something like that. I definitely don't think this is the last match they'll actually do with for them. But of course, after the match, Damian Priest actually came out and he actually did the whole thing where he was like about to cash in and everything, but then Sami Zayn actually ruined that. Well, of course, Seth Rollins picked the victory. This is what I predicted. I would have liked Drew McIntyre to actually win, but we'll actually see what they actually coming up in the future. We don't know. We know what War Games is happening. We know some of the people are going to be in the match. We don't know everybody's going to be in the match. Like, will Seth Rollins be on Team Cody Rhodes? Will Judgment Day and Bloodline team up? We'll just have to see about all that. But yeah, we all expect the Seth Rollins to pick up the victory, but I was just hoping that they would actually go with Drew McIntyre, because I would really like to see him as the world champion, especially with this great heel turn they're actually going with. But we'll see what they actually do. I think this rematch could happen at the Royal Rumble, to be honest, between these two. But this is a really, really good match. Good opener, but I mean, putting a World Championship match in the opening match, I just don't like that. But that's just my personal preference and stuff like that. That's just what it is, just for me personally. Now, the second match on the show was actually Fatal 5-Way for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. This was Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley as the champion. Now, of course, going into this match, Rhea Ripley is winning. Now, with her beating basically all of them, and she beat them pretty decisively, I don't know who she faces at this point. I mean, she really won't have to defend it until the Royal Rumble, maybe. And then she really don't have to defend it at the Royal Rumble. Because I remember last year, both Women's Championship weren't defended. So, I really don't see who she faces. I mean, she still could do the Nia Jax match. They still haven't done that. They still haven't fully done the Shayna Baszler match. But she pretty much beat them all. And it's just like none of these I could actually take seriously actually beating her. But this match, of course, I mean, Rhea Ripley was actually going to win. I mean, that was just pretty obvious right there who was actually going to win this match. And it was a really cool finish because Raquel Rodriguez actually went for the pin, and then Rhea Ripley actually hit the riptide off the top rope onto Raquel Rodriguez. Then Rhea Ripley went for the pin, and she actually won this match. So that was a really, really good ending right there. Really cool ending right there. But I mean, do we expect anything else from this match with Rhea Ripley actually picking up the victory? And she had really cool interest as well with all the Saudi Arabian people actually coming out. And I looked like she was dressed up as the Crow, but I couldn't really tell what it actually meant, what she was dressed up as. But I mean, Rhea Ripley picking up the victory is not surprising at all, just to be personally. And actually, the third match on the show, and this is probably, to be honest, probably the worst match on the show to me personally. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. Now, I didn't notice. I actually seen a few people predictions, and a lot of people was picking John Cena to win. Now, for me personally, the way they've been pushing Solo Sikoa, I'm not a fan of him at all, but I just knew that he was going to pick up this victory. Like, there's no way they having John Cena beat him. And this whole storyline of John Cena not winning matches, maybe they played it up at Mania when he actually gets his win, or maybe he's definitely done for right now. I doubt he's at Survivor Series. I think he's done until Mania. I mean, maybe he won't even show up for Mania. We don't even know for sure, but he's definitely done for right now. Definitely done until Mania. Say about this match, it was really slow pace. I don't know what it is about Solo Sikoa. He just bores me so much. Like, he just, I don't know what it is. He's just so boring to me. He's just so overrated. I mean, that's just me personally. Maybe a lot of people like him, but it's really not much for me to say about this match. He hit him with like 10 spikes, and that was pretty much the win. I mean, Solo Sikoa is just so so uninteresting to me. They'll still push him, which is fine. I mean, he's a part of the bloodline, so I guess that makes sense. But him as far as being a top heel, like a Roman or something like that, I personally just don't see it. But he actually beat John Cena clean in the middle of the ring, and it's exactly how I expected it. Even though it was weird because a lot of people actually didn't expect that, but it was pretty much, yeah, just exactly how I expected it. Fourth match on the show, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. This was the best match on the show to me personally. This was my favorite match on the show right here. Great match. Logan Paul had a great interest coming in with the, what do you call it, ATV bikes, whatever you actually call that. Now, this is a great match. These guys went back and forth. There was so many cool spots inside this match. I mean, Logan Paul is so fantastic. There was actually a spot where Rey Mysterio actually hit a moonsault, and Logan Paul actually had to catch him, because if Logan Paul didn't actually catch him, he would have landed on his actual head. And that's great ring awareness by Logan Paul, and that's great foresight to actually see that and to actually recognize that, for him just being in his business only a few years, for him to actually do something like that, and for him to just catch Rey Mysterio like that. Yeah, for him to catch Rey Mysterio like that and them actually do that, I thought that was fantastic. I absolutely love this match. Now, see, one of his friends actually came on, brought the brass knuckles in. They actually didn't know his name. They just said one of his members of his crew. That's all they actually said. But he actually came out. Then Santos Escobar actually stopped him. They ran away. So then I'm thinking, like, wait, is Rey Mysterio win this match? And then you see Rey Mysterio go for the 6-on-9. He grabs the brass knucks. He jumps in the air, punches him in the face. And that's how he actually picks up the victory. Now, the interesting thing is, will Logan Paul show up every week? How long he'll actually hold the championship? I'm guessing he'll hold the championship till Mania. And who will he face? That'll be up in the air. LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I mean, it could be a whole bunch of people. But then, what does Santos Escobar Rey Mysterio storyline do? Because that storyline was supposed to be Santos Escobar being mad that Rey Mysterio took the spotlight for the United States Championship. So where does that storyline go? Do they do that without the championship? So that would be interesting to see. But we're interested to see if Logan Paul actually, I'm guessing he will be at Survivor Series. And last year he wasn't. Now he won't take on a full-time schedule, but you'll have two part-time champions, right? You basically, right now as we stand, we don't know if Logan Paul will take on more dates. No, not hot shows or anything like that, but they'll show up every week and stuff. Basically, SmackDown has two part-time champions right now. It's not like one on Raw or one on SmackDown. That's fine. But they have two part-time champions. So if these two guys are part-time and he's holding it till Mania, what are they actually going to fight for? So that'll be very interesting right there. Yeah, it'll be interesting just to see what they do with actually Logan Paul coming up moving forward. I definitely think we'll get a rematch. When that'll happen, we'll actually see that. Maybe we'll get a one-on-one match at Survivor Series. I doubt any of these two will actually be inside the War Games match. So that'll probably be your match for Survivor Series as well, especially with the way it ended and stuff. With Logan Paul actually didn't pick up the clean victory. So especially the way it ended, I definitely can see it ending that way. But let's talk about next match is actually Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. This is a pretty decent match. Definitely nowhere near as good as that first one. But the biggest thing to talk about in this match was Kairi Sane actually returning, which was really, really cool right there. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm a fan of her or anything like that, but it's cool to actually see her returning. Cool to actually see her come back. And, of course, I had Io Sky picking up the victory. I believe I predicted every match right on here. This is like one of the first pay-per-views where I predicted every last match right on here. But I think that's fantastic for her that she actually come back. Look like she'll be paired with her. What happens with Damage Control, we'll actually have to see about that. But, of course, Io Sky retains. She actually hit the moonsault. Well, Kairi Sane actually hit Bianca Belair before that. But, of course, she was going to win clean. There was a lot of rumors that she'll be here, but I didn't really know for sure. But Io Sky actually picked up the victory inside that match. Definitely expected. I definitely can see Kairi Sane and Bianca Belair actually feuding up until WrestleMania. Because I do think they're going to do Bianca and Charlotte. I mean, that seems like it's up in the air with all the variables they actually have now in the women's division, but it seems like that's still the match they're actually going to be building to. And let's get into what was pretty much the double main event. And the first match of the double main event was actually Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Another really, really good match. Really enjoyed this match right here. Of course, you're going to have Judgment Day, JD McDonough, Finn Balor came out, and Dominic Mysterio. Then Jey Uso, which I didn't even expect him to actually come out. He came in super kicking everybody, took the chair, ran them up the ramp. Cody Rhodes hit three crossroads for the win. Exactly what I expected from this match. Cody Rhodes picking up the victory. inside this match, and this definitely moves it forward. And now he's pretty much beating everybody in Judgment Day at this point. I don't know who he actually can feud with. Up until Mania. I guess you don't really have to, because if he's in the Royal Rumble match, well, we don't know if he's in the Royal Rumble match, but there's really nobody else from the future for on Monday Night Raw. That was the problem with them at Payback. That was the reason he was in a tag team, because they couldn't do the one-on-one match, and they had to save this one-on-one match for this show. So who does he feud with coming up inside the future? I have no clue, no idea who Cody Rhodes actually is going to feud with. We'll just have to actually see about that and see what happens with that. But I have no idea who he actually is going to feud with at this point and coming up. But he's definitely on the road to WrestleMania, leading up to Roman Reigns, whether he's winning Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, he gets the Money in the Bank from Damian Priest somehow, he's definitely going up against Roman. We'll just have to see how he actually gets there. I'm assuming he's winning Royal Rumble, but we'll just have to see. And actually, let's get into the main event. Now, with these Roman Reigns matches, a lot of them are the exact same. And I'm going to be honest, this was pretty much the exact same as we always see. Slow pace building up, go back and forth, big moves, kickouts. Interference comes in, the interference get kicks out. The interference comes back, costing the match, spear, win. That's exactly how Roman Reigns' last 5 matches, I want to say more than that, has ended. And that's exactly how this match went. Like, literally, I could have told you that before this match even happened. Literally, I could have told you that. But, it's just the same stuff. I expected this. But at this point, I'm just not irritated. Because when I was at SummerSlam, to be honest, the crowd didn't care about that main event between Jey Uso. Because that match had such high expectations coming into it. But this match actually did. I did think this was a good match. But I just feel like when you just do the same thing every single time, the same ending, the same build-up, the same result, it's just the same thing every single time. I just get tired of it. Roman Reigns picks up the victory. LA Knight did look really strong inside this match. He was actually one of the strongest because Roman Reigns actually put his foot on the ropes, which they usually don't do that. They usually have Roman Reigns kicks out, so he actually looked pretty strong inside the match, which, it was kind of easy to, well, I wouldn't say easy, but it was pretty simple to actually make him look strong inside this match. I didn't think that it was really that hard to make him look strong, to be honest. But Roman Reigns picks up the victory. He actually wins, and of course he actually wins. What will he actually do coming up inside the future? I don't know, just simply because will he be at War Games? There's a lot of reports that are saying no. What he does inside the future, I definitely think LA Knight would be inside War Games, but come on, LA Knight winning this match was there was no possible way of him winning this match. It was pretty obvious what was going to happen. I'm just tired of the same ending, but Roman Reigns actually retains again. But tell me all your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Crown Jewel 2023? I know it was a really, really good show. The best match on the show was Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul to me personally. The worst match is probably John Cena and Solo Sikoa, and you guys know John Cena is my favorite wrestler, so I gotta be honest. That was probably the worst match on this show. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe.